welcome ASB President Keisha Cunningham.
Please stand as we present our colors in the Pledge of Allegiance. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now a performance from our marching band. And now I'd like to introduce our principal, Mr. Daryl Hansen.
Sorry, please be seated. evening. I think we got a little lucky on the weather, don't you? So, as Keisha said, my name is Mr. Hanson. I'm the principal here at Martin Luther King High School, and I'd like to welcome you all to the class of 2015's graduation ceremony. I say this every year, but as I stand here today, I wish you all could see what we see when we stand here. A stadium full of family and supporters, friends, and former graduates. And of course, the students sitting on the field, the class of 2015. At this time, I'd like to take a moment and introduce the esteemed group of guests who are sitting on the stage with me. First, from the Riverside Unified School District Board of Education, Mrs. Gail Cloud. And from the Riverside Unified School District, our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. David Hanson. We are also delighted to have on our stage some of the principals of the schools that many of our King graduates attended during their time in elementary and middle school. As I read the name of each school and introduce the principals in attendance, I invite the seniors to stand and acknowledge your attendance of these schools. First, from Franklin Elementary School, Mrs. Dawn Smith. From Kennedy Elementary School, Mrs. Lisa Betts Gonzalez. From Mark Twain Elementary School, Mrs. Deborah Osman Haskins. From Rivera Elementary School, Mr. Wilson Cuellar. From Taft Elementary School and former King Assistant Principal, the Principal, Mrs. Rebecca Brown. Woodcrest Elementary School, Mrs. Christy Ekman. Always a big one for us. Earhart Middle School, Assistant Principal, Mr. Sean Browning. And Miller Middle School. Representing Miller Middle School, our Director of Human Resources, however, was your principal, Mrs. Kylie Ibarra. Thank you all for joining us today to be witness to the commencement of 767 seniors sitting before you, the largest graduating class in the history of Martin Luther King High School. I'd also like to take a moment and say thank you to my staff, to my fellow administrators, leadership team, counselors, teaching staff, and classified employees. Thank you for your dedication to King High School and all you have done for the students that are sitting on the field today. And now to the graduating class of 2015. You have distinguished yourself in countless ways, and it has truly been my honor to be your principal. It won't be much longer and you'll reach the end of this journey. When you look back at the 4 years, be it tonight, next year, or years from now, I hope your memories are filled with positive thoughts, that you were challenged to do your best, and in the end you were prepared to take on this ever-changing world. I say this because after tonight, you move on to new challenges. You'll be headed to college, or to the workforce, or for some, the armed forces. Whatever you do, just make the most of it. Just be your best. When I think of the class of 2015, I'm reminded that this is the class. It was this freshman year that the saying, "It's great to be king," actually started. What started as a simple commercial for me, a LeBron James commercial, where he had talked about that it was great to be the king. And I started playing with words. It's great to be the king. It's great to be king, which became, or it's good to be king, which became it's great to be king. So what started as a hook became something to stand for because it became something to stand for because of students like yourself. Over the last couple of years, students have expressed that it means doing your best and being your best, no matter what the challenge you face. It means never giving up and never looking back. It's being part of something that we can all stand together for, something that we can all be proud of. We hear it now down the hallways. We see it in your actions every day. We even get to hear it at times from schools that we compete against, especially when things aren't going so well for us. They like to, at times, yell it back at us as a little attack to us, but that's okay. Many of you own shirts, the It's Great to Be King shirts that we came out with. Many of our incoming students have the shirts, I Just Can't Wait to Be King. The one shirt that nobody has. Nobody can wear the shirt that says, It Was Great to Be King. Because though you are leaving us as students, you will always be part of us. You will always be part of something special. Recently, I learned that this line that once started as a hook that helped kind of grow became even something more special. A couple of weeks ago, I was presented by Mrs. Kruger and the ASB and Spark students a proclamation. And I'd like to take a minute and read and share it with all of you. The bottom of the proclamation states, submitted by King High School and in accordance to the policy set forth to designate a National Observation Day, this proclamation has been certified by the Registrar of the United States National Day Calendar. The proclamation reads, let the 30th day of the month of May of each year forward be now and forever officially designated National It's Great to Be King Day. Kind of cool. Now we have our own day. So class of 2015, no matter where you go, no matter what we do, we all are forever linked. We are forever together because together we will always be kings. And for me, it's great to be king. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please welcome ASB Senior Class President, Mrs. Jessica Tomlin.
You guys are walking here. Good.
Mr. Hanson, dignitaries, family, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2015. Welcome and good evening. Let me just start by saying that this is a huge, huge honor for you to be here listening to me. Kidding. I have the privilege of speaking here today, not because I am valedictorian with a 4.5 GPA, who will be attending one of the most prestigious universities in the country, but because I was tasked with representing the voices of roughly 700 peers as senior class president. Now, the concept of making a speech tonight is pretty bizarre to me. How am I supposed to recount an accurate portrayal of what it's like being shackled to the American public school system for 12 years, or offer profound words of wisdom when I can only reflect my own singular experience? You know, what I really wanted to do tonight was to take some of my best school, other than the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. I learned to be a doer and not a dreamer. Now, I'm not going to feed you the hallmark version of this speech and say that as I look out into this field, I see future doctors, lawyers, and engineers. Because these dreams don't become true just because you dream them. It takes hard work to accomplish these dreams. So ditch the dreams and be a doer and not a dreamer. Maybe you're one of the lucky ones who knows exactly what you want to do. Maybe you're terrified because you have no idea what interests you. Either way, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you keep moving forward. Seize every opportunity and stay open to trying new things. It doesn't have to fit your vision of the perfect college, the perfect job, or the perfect life. Perfect isn't real. But if you keep dreaming and never doing, you'll never get there. So let's be the class that doesn't dream of changing the world, but actually does it. There, you can stitch that on a pillow. I'd like to conclude by thanking my family, my friends, and my fellow senior class officers for supporting me on this journey. And to quote Winston Churchill, "Now this is not the end. It is not even the beginning of the end, but it is perhaps the end of the beginning."
This time, would you please welcome from the Riverside Unified School District Board of Education, Mrs. Gail Cloud.
Welcome tonight. Welcome parents, friends, teachers, staff, students, and all those that are here tonight to celebrate this graduation, this huge graduation ceremony. On behalf of the Board of Education, I would like to congratulate you, class of 2015. I hope my comments will be good. I know they'll be brief, and then I'll be gone, I promise. I want to leave you with 3 thoughts. Are you ready? Okay. Be kind, like Annie Sowers, your fellow classmate. Be courageous, like Martin Luther King Jr., your school's namesake. And I love it. I'm looking here at the back, it says class character, courage. And I didn't even know that. And be wise, like King Solomon, who sought wisdom above riches and received both. Look him up. Internal character is far more important than external accomplishments, although those are helpful too. It's easy to rush past the virtues of character today. I hope we don't lose them in our culture and find them only on the internet through Google. So, it's up to you, class of 2015, to keep them active. Enjoy a life of satisfaction, class of 2015. Congratulations.
Now the time has come for our first valedictorian speech. Please welcome Mr. Neil Carodi.
Good evening, teachers, administrators, family, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2015. Before I get started, if you have a cell phone, please take it out and make sure it's on and working, because I'd really hate for you to miss a tweet, text, or Snapchat during tonight's ceremony. When I found out that I'd be speaking at graduation a couple months ago, I had no idea what to talk about. I kind of just brushed it off and told myself I'd deal with it later. But the next thing I knew, it was the night before my speech was due, and I still had nothing. Mr. Hanson warned us not to write it the night before, so I didn't. Like every other assignment in high school, I waited until the morning of. But even then, I had no idea what to say. So, here's a speech about me deciding what to talk about in my speech. I sat down to give it some serious thought. Did I want to be inspirational, cliche, or did I want to be that guy who thinks he's funny until he's up there and no one's laughing? There was really only one word to describe my situation: uncertain. And just like that, I knew what to talk about. We're all facing uncertainty. High school's over, and our childhoods are quickly drawing to a close. In a few months, we'll venture out on our own, to an unfamiliar place, with new faces and freedoms, not knowing what the future holds. And if there's anything I've learned so far, it's that life will throw you all kinds of curveballs, and that failure, trials, and tribulations are inevitable, but so is success. Things are going to get hard. much more challenging than anything we faced in high school. There will be times we're so fed up, we readily quit. In these moments, remember the wise words of Muse, the Somali pirate from Captain Phillips. Everything gonna be okay. Look adversity right in the eyes and tell it, I am the captain now. That kind of confidence in trying moments plants the seeds for success. It won't be a straight shot to where we want to go. Whether you want to be the next great engineer, politician, lawyer, or SoundCloud rapper, the path to the top demands courage and persistence. But with the talent, intelligence, and potential we all possess, I know that we'll go out there and make our mark on this world. And at this time, I'd like to acknowledge the people who've impacted me the most throughout high school. So shout out to Nikolai, Soldier Fam, Miss Luchai, Don Quixote, Miss Blue, Coach Corona, and all of my teammates. Also, shout out to Steph, Rachel, Brother Ryan, Daniel, and Marcos, TGIF. And the last shout out I'd like to give is to my family, my twin sister Anika, and my mom and dad. Anika, you said to move you to tears with this shout out, or to not bother at all. So here goes. You're adopted. Mom, thanks for all the sacrifices you made for us throughout the years, and for putting up with my stupidity every day. And Dad, thanks for always being there for me when I needed someone, and for understanding my stupidity. And that one time you actually gave me a hug, that was pretty special too. And finally, in closing, to quote the great man for which this school is named, class of 2015, we are free at last. Free at last. Thank God Almighty, we're free at last. Thank you. It's been an honor speaking in front of you. Best of luck. Congratulations.
Okay. Please welcome to the stage our next valedictorian, Miss Danica Lim.
Go, Devin, go!
Good evening and welcome, friends, family, faculty, and the class of 2015. It's so hard to believe that after today, we'll be leaving the things we know, the things we find comforting, and entering the quote-unquote real world. Like Nathan Scott from One Tree Hill once said, it's the oldest story in the world. One day you're 17 and planning for someday, and then quietly and without you ever really noticing, someday is today, and that someday is yesterday, and this is your life. As young children, we grew up building castles, piecing together blocks, and making everything that we wanted out of nothing. Life was simple. No AP tests or SATs, no pulling all-nighters or cramming for exams. But then everything changed. The warm milk of our childhood was replaced by Starbucks coffee, the bike lessons were replaced by driving lessons, and the easy days of middle school were replaced by the stressful nights of high school. Yet somehow we all managed to make it out alive. And here we are today, graduation, which marks a transition. We are parting ways, learning to become responsible young adults, being launched into what seems to be uncharted territory. But in the midst of this transition, it's important that we don't forget the experiences that have shaped us into the people we are today. It's been said that memories are a way of holding on to the things you love, the things you are, and the things you never want to lose. So look around, and look back on your years here at King High School, and reflect on the experiences that have meant the most to you. Use these experiences to discover your passion, find what drives you to succeed, and stick with it. But in the process, never be afraid of failure, never hold back from chasing after what you believe in, and most importantly, never forget who you are and where you come from. So graduates, as you move forward and begin this new chapter in your life, I hope you take the time to remember these years. Cherish the memories and use the lessons you've learned throughout high school to courageously embark on your journey of the future. Now the toy blocks of our childhood have been traded in for the blocks of a different kind, and instead of building forts, we're building our futures. King High School has truly given us the opportunity to thrive. It has provided us with a positive learning environment and an amazing staff that encourages creativity and innovation. So, a shout out to the teachers, counselors, and administration for providing us with a platform to succeed, and more importantly, for putting up with our senioritis, to the parents for your endless love and support in everything we do, and to all the aunts, uncles, and grandparents who are here to cheer us on as well. I would personally like to thank my mom, dad, sister, and God for all the sacrifices they've made to help shape me into the person standing before you. It is undeniable that these people have touched our lives and molded us into the people who we've become. So as you leave the field today, always remember, once a wolf, always a wolf. Congratulations, class of 2015. We made it.
Would our senior chamber singers please rise and join the chamber group?
Yeah, Philip!
Ladies and gentlemen, performing It's Time, the Martin Luther King High School Chamber Singers.
One five. One five.
So this is where you met, when you said that you were spent. And now it's time to live from the bottom of the pit right to the top. Don't look back. Packing my bags and giving the academy a rain check. I don't ever want to let you down. I don't ever want to leave this town. Cause after all, the city never sleeps at night. It's time to begin, isn't it? I get a little bit bigger, but then I'll admit I'm just the same as I was. Oh, don't you understand? I'm never changing who I am. So this is where you fell, and I am left to sell. The path to heaven runs through miles of clouded hell right to the top. Don't look back. Turn into rags and giving the commodities a rain check. I don't ever want to let you down. I don't ever want to leave this town. 'Cause after all, the city never sleeps at night. It's time to begin, isn't it? I get a little bit bigger, but then I'll admit I'm just the same as I was. Oh, don't you understand? I'm never changing who I am. It's time to begin, isn't it? I get a little bit bigger, but then I'll admit I'm just the same as I was. Oh, don't you understand? I'm never changing who I am. It's time to begin, isn't it? I get a little bit bigger, but then I'll admit I'm just the same as I was. Oh, don't you understand? I'm never changing who I am.
Can we have another round of applause for our chamber singers? Even a glitch of music can't stop them from sounding great. Mr. Hall, outstanding job. At this time, please welcome our next valedictorian, Miss Hannah Chun.
Good evening and welcome, King faculty, families, friends, and class of 2015. We've all heard the phrase, don't judge a book by its cover. But instead of talking about the same boring old cliche tonight, what I would like to say to you is, don't judge yourself based on how others have judged you. Perhaps you've struggled with this idea as well. So, tonight I wanted to share my own experience in the hopes that you may relate to my story. I've been a mover all my life. In fact, the 4 years I've spent at King High School from freshman year to senior year are probably the longest time that I've ever spent at one school. Not only have I moved from city to city, but also from a country to another country. Now you're probably thinking, wow, she was probably one of those emo kids who had really troubled childhood, or she must have had a really hard time adjusting to new environments every time she had to move. But the truth is, not really. And if I had to point out why it wasn't and isn't so bad to move around as people might envision, it's not because I'm a super social kid who hangs out with everybody. No, I just learned that wherever I go, I'll always be faced with similar individuals with similar personalities that I have interacted with before. Anywhere you go, whether it is a small private Christian school at Loma Linda or an international school 40,000 miles away from King, and trust me, I've had to deal with both, the location does not affect the type of people you meet.
All the way down.
The people there are basically the people here. There will always be that super genius kid whom everyone wants to copy their homework from. There will always be that one kid who seems to be good at every single sport that exists on planet Earth. And there will always be that one girl who's involved in every single activity that you would think she had 48 hours in a day instead of 24. And then there will always be you. And the way you want to describe yourself is always up to you. You make who you are, and you are who you are. There's no reason to be afraid of the unknown, nor back away, nor even have the slightest reason to hang your head. The world would like to put you into categories, but only you determine the category you want to be in, if you even want one. Yes, you might be going to a school that wasn't your top choice. And yes, you might not have the slightest idea of what you're going to be doing after graduation tonight. But so what? As Pink would say, we're still rock stars. Transitioning ourselves out of high school into a new setting cannot and should not change who we are. So don't fear, but have courage. Because the world doesn't care how many times you fall down, as long as it's one fewer than the number of times you get back up. Thank you.
Please welcome for our final valedictorian speech, Mr. Nikolai Grancherov.
Good evening. For those of you wondering, the Warriors are down 2 points with 31 seconds left in the first quarter. All right. In third grade, I couldn't pronounce the TH sound correctly, so I was placed in an English language learners class the rest of elementary school. In ninth grade, I didn't know what valedictorian meant. In 12th grade, I didn't know how to spell valedictorian. It would be an understatement to say I've gone a long way. This being said, I owe a few people some thank yous. First off, I would like to thank my parents for raising me and putting up with my incessant arguing, complete lack of orderliness, and little regard for their sleep. Thank you. Next, I want to thank Ms. Lupshai for being an extraordinary teacher and mentor. I could not be happier for having you as a teacher and a friend. And I thank Mr. Harris for trying very hard to make jokes in class, and Mr. Schurzma for constantly reminding me about the one time I did not give my full effort on tennis serves during a CIF match. I told him I was saving them for our next round, which we lost. And I want to thank my friends. Thank you, Christian Wamenta, Mason, Punet, Lance, Parker, Kyle, Jessica, Tori, Anika, Neil, Karoti, and many others. I really appreciate your guys' support, companionship, availability, warmth, and homework. Oh, and thanks, Siobhan, for those gummy worms. Okay. All right, time moves on, and we get ready to face our next challenge in life. I want to share some brief insights and stories that I developed while being a student here at Martin Luther King High School. Consider a cat. I absolutely hate cats, but they're the epitome of what humans should strive for. Cats are inherently lazy, unproductive, selfish, and stubborn. Yet no one can argue they always look happy. Humans should learn from cats to not listen to anyone and not make anyone listen to them. So I hope you all are listening when I tell you the purpose of life is to pursue happiness. Now consider a dog. I love dogs very much, but they are beaten at, yelled at, sworn at, and even hunted. They're undeniably miserable. Where did they go wrong? They listen to humans. Sit, stay, fetch, drop it, get low, so on. You can probably assume by now that I'm bitter my parents only allowed me to have a pair of parakeets. Apparently, parakeets require the least maintenance, and my mom thought I was irresponsible or something. She ended up cleaning the cage just 90% of the time. But I'm going off a tangent. Many of you know math is my passion, and I'm very cocky sometimes. So I would like to share an experience with you about a math camp I went to sophomore year. At the Science, Math, and Research Training Camp, acronym for SMART Camp, I was very lucky to have a roommate who worked extremely diligently on math problems. He taught me through his impeccable time management and ability to solve difficult math problems that I'm nowhere near the top. In fact, it would probably dishonor him to say I was his roommate. All I'm trying to say is we're all inferior to somebody, but this is good. Competition is what drives us to succeed and achieve unmeasurable happiness. That's it. Thank you, class of 2015. We made it.
Class of 2015, the time has come. It is time now to certify you to receive your diplomas. Mrs. Cloud, Dr. Hanson, it is my duty and my pleasure to certify that the 767 graduates sitting before you have met all the qualifications as set by the state of California and have satisfied all graduation requirements as established by the Board of Education of the Riverside Unified School District. At this time, you may begin awarding all diplomas and certificates.
Valedictorian, Nikolai Grancharov.
Senior Class President, Jessica Elizabeth Tomlin.
Valedictorian, Hannah Chun.
Senior Class President, Victoria Rose Tompkins.
Valedictorian, Danica Lim.
Senior Class Secretary, Camilla Marie Marquez.
Senior Class Historian and Valedictorian, Nilesh Kuroti.
Senior Class Treasurer, Carly Ann Lloyd.
Salutatorian, Kyle Johnson.
Senior Class Historian, Christian James Alizadeh.
Salutatorian, Sajida Gowda.
ASB President, Keisha Chanel Cunningham.
Salutatorian, Sherry Wong.
Garrett Kellogg.
Adrian Abad.
Zachary Scott Adoc.
Amanda Abadir.
Jed Ladinez.
Erin Jessica Abbott.
John Chester Landar.
Nicholas William Abood.
Matthew Ryan Langren.
Larissa Lanuejo Abaleo.
Amanda Langdon.
Alexandro Acosta.
Austin Ray Lauritsen.
Anna Paula Acosta.
Alec Brian Lay.
Raul Ruben Acosta.
Jade Jasmine Lechuga.
LaShaw Mercedes Adams.
Angelica Elizabeth Lee.
Roberto Aguilera.
Bong Ha Lee.
Tanya Alam.
Hong Jun Lee.
Andrew Alderet.
Jenna Jiwon Lee.
Gerald K. Alford.
Tallulah Brianna Lee.
David Elias Alfada.
Alexis Kayleen Lee Milam.
Akio Ali.
Parker Chase Leinbach.
Zinzaleh Ali.
Adrian Michael Lemus.
Christopher Michael Almanza.
Alexandra Elizabeth Leon.
Daytona Stephen Anderson.
Vanessa Leon.
Haley Marie Anderson.
Catherine Ann Leonard.
Shelby Christine Anderson.
Julie Lee Lim.
Shelby Ray Anderson.
Nick Lynn.
Aaron Israel Andrade.
Alyssa Nicole Linares.
Jacqueline Angel.
Jamari J. Lincoln.
Jocelyn Angel.
Jamie Rose Latana.
Gerardo Angelo Castro.
Isaiah Malik Lively.
Jacob A. Ann.
Joseph Adrian Llamas.
Alyssa Elaine Akale.
Carlos Loera III.
Adrian J. Ariano Aquino.
Jessica Di Pasquale Logan.
Alvaro Ariano.
Adrian David Lopez.
Joe Ariano.
Anel Lopez.
Melissa Arguello.
Hernan Lopez.
Brenda Lilivette Almendarez.
Kimberly Lopez.
Vicente Rene Arredondo.
Angel Ann Loyal.
Jacob Declan Arsenault.
Leah Liu.
Natalie Ortega.
Davis Jackson Lucky.
Brendan Santos Arzola.
Jasmine Luevanos.
Connor Earl Atwood.
Nathaniel Lumpkin.
Tanner Bryce Atwood.
Jaylin Luna.
Gabriel Avila.
Sierra Dawn Lynch.
Martin Alexander Avina.
Justine Eve Lynn McCaskill.
Amanda Lynn Ballinger.
Danielle Mikado.
Hannah Evelyn Ballman.
Mario Alberto Macias.
Ashley Liddell Banks.
Yeah, Ashley!
Miguel Macias Rangel.
David Carl Bannister.
Tia Dene Magana.
Philip Danner Bannister.
Eden Joyce Mansfield.
Erica Bantam.
Alexis Marie Merarack.
Riley Nicole Bardos.
Benjamin A. Marcinov.
Kelsey Marie Barker.
Alexa Mackenzie Martirosian.
Ryan Scott Barrow.
Megan Elaine Margheim.
Jared Bo Bartley.
Deanna Marin.
Cameron Michael Bash.
Evelyn Ashley Marin.
Rihanna Jasmine Basurdo.
Kelsey Lynn Markham.
Jacob James Bauman.
Aaliyah Nicole Martin.
Kendall Ray Beasley.
Joseph Carmelo Martin.
Matt Charles Biachamp.
Casey Michelle Martin.
Kayla Christine Bell.
Ashley Desiree Martinez.
Richard James Benitez.
Isaiah Martinez Ruacho.
Brandon James Bennett.
Ryan Masood.
Brea Jordan Bennett.
Car Marroquin.
Rochelle Ann Verdini.
Onisha Renee McAfee.
Brianna Leanne Byrne.
Aiden Mitchell McCarley.
Thomas Jesse Burnell.
Cheyenne Bailey McCartney.
Lindsay Nicole Burney.
Kevin Lee McCarver.
Brianna Renee Bettenker.
Haley Quinn McCaughey.
Craig Austin Blair.
Kelly McLean.
Robin My Love Bonner.
Kyle McConnell.
Caitlin Rosemarie Borden.
John Patrick McCormick.
Tia Nicole Borja.
Bryson Lamaje McCoy.
Caitlin Jean Boucher.
Tierra Lynn McCoy.
Taylor J. Bowen.
Ayana Janae McDonald.
Liam Michael Bowers.
Lucas Gordon Harrison McFadden.
Terrell Dion Bowie.
Matthew Richard McGoughlin.
Lauren Brockmonte.
Madison Lee McPeak.
Jacob Warner Bradley.
Andrew Marco Medina.
Eric Brace.
Maria Josefa Medina.
Deallen Breland.
Punit Rajesh Mehta.
Sarah Brianne Brimhall.
Nathan Andrew Mejia.
Kayla Grace Britt.
Danielle Lynn Melberg.
Tyler Gibo.
Alicia Marie Mendez.
Caleb McBibb.
Tiffany Carol Mendez.
Elijah Henry Britton.
Carla Cristina Mendieta.
Raina Nicole Brommer.
Christopher Mendoza.
Dennis Ray Brooks.
Gabriel Thomas Mendoza.
Austin Robert Brown.
Priscilla Maria Mercado.
Dominique Marie Brown.
Winta Georgias Merticas.
Sarah Mae Brown.
Madison Bo Meskimen.
Alyssa Luann Burson.
Aaron Michelle Metz.
Brandon Mayweather Burton.
Yulisa Esperanza Meza.
Rosalio Cabral.
Jacob Tyler Mahali.
Brandon Lee Callahan.
James Edward Mitchell.
Christian Campbell.
Zachary Ian Muley.
Isaiah Alonzo Campos.
James Elliott Mock.
Isaac Emmanuel Campos.
Devin Allen Moeller.
Joshua
Lance Alexander Mall.
Olivia Nicole Carmian.
Jonathan Paul Maharas.
Haley Marie Carnavale.
Alexander David Monroe.
Alasia Marie Carr.
Trevor Alexander Monte.
Sean Carragher.
Carla Lupita Montez.
Corwin Ray Kassam.
Jasmine Monique Montez.
Abraham Castro.
Haley Leanne Montgomery.
Dulcinea Raquel Catoda.
Daniel Christopher Moore.
Carmela Michelle Cayago.
Jessica Maxine Mooring.
Angelina Cervantes.
Angel Mora.
Hannah Elise Chang.
Claire Jessica Mort.
Jasmine Tracy Chang.
Aaron Nev Moyer.
Elisa Cheng Ha.
Haley Arian Moser.
Ellie Ann Chavez.
Daniel Mukasa.
Bailey Jean Chesterton.
Shirley Muniz.
Michael Andrew Chin.
Brianna Ray Murillo.
Esther Choi.
Ernesto Murillo.
Lucas Choi.
Jonathan Andrew Murillo.
Jacob Matthias Christian.
Jessica Lauren Murray.
Kyle Allen Christian.
Andrew Scott Musselman.
Fiona Mackenzie Crystal.
Mary Catherine Myers.
Derek Kalohi Chun.
Kukirit Singh Nagra.
Ashley Taylor Church.
Marina Zachariah Nassif.
William Blue Cislak.
Hannah Esther Navarrete.
Caden Matthew Clancy.
Casey Lane Nestra.
Kyla Brittany Clark.
Yoselin Navarez.
Hayden Cleary.
Yvonne No.
Matthew Cleland.
Brian Vin Wen.
Shane Riley Clow.
Kevin Wen.
Deanna Marie Cochran.
Tang Dang Chi Wen.
Blake Michael Coleman.
Chandler Nash Nichols.
Mariah Savannah Coleman Loudon.
Scott Nichols.
Tierra Collins.
Michael No.
Kellen Contreras.
TJ Noland.
Reed Michael Contreras.
Jacob Henry Meyer Norris.
Amanda Ashley Cook.
Celeste Lahaye Nunez.
Elise Janae Cooper.
Vanessa Nunez Cruz.
Andrew John Costa.
Kevin Ochoa.
Kelsey Mariah Cowden.
Sibel Ochoa Cisneros.
Anthony Richard Cruz.
Caitlin O.
Cynthia Joanna Cruz.
Bianca Olenzuk.
Ryan Christopher Cummins.
Lauren Nicole Oley.
Talia Renee Cunningham.
Michelle Olivas.
Brian Patrick Curtis.
Zoe Michelle Oliveras.
James Edward Curtis V.
Ryan Olson.
Brian A. Darnell Jr.
Anyaman Marguerite Omotesi.
Mia Alexis Davila.
Taylene Kim Onikul.
Alyssa Janae Davis.
Zachary Benjamin Ontiveros.
Hannah Marie Davis.
Nastasha Lexi Opoku.
Peyton Allison Davis.
Josh Jonathan Ordonez.
Jacob Philip Dawson.
Gabriel Cifuentes Oropeza.
Mitchell Philip De Almeida.
Brenda Denise Ortega.
Jacqueline Denise Dean.
Brittany Nicole Ortiz.
Bailey DeBonis.
Erica Ortiz.
Rudy DeGroot.
Mario Asuna Medina.
Samuel De Herrera.
Christian Tyler Pace.
Hunter Sebastian De La Hoya.
Desiree Brianna Pacheco.
Serena Sky De La Torre.
Julia Magdalena Paget.
Gabriel Alfonso Delgado.
Justin Todd Page.
Megan Elizabeth Dello.
Langston Robert Page.
Mary Marie DeRuiter.
Lauren Yvonne Page.
Rickon Neshaw Desai.
Hayden Scott Painter.
Ashley Marie DeWitt.
Jacob Raymond Palacio.
Taylor Renee Dio.
Claire Margaret Pimentuan.
Benjamin Michael DeCaro.
Karen Zhang Pan.
Justin Lucas Dietrich.
Dylan Al Pasalakwa.
Landon John Dietzman.
Benita Pradip Patel.
Michael Doctorman.
Raisha Patel.
Tara Carmen Doman.
Ashley Christine Pierce.
Justin Robert Driller.
Brianna Pierce.
Robert Lloyd Duncan III.
Daniel Jonathan Pearson.
Justin Duran.
Brianna June Peavy.
Jacinda Lacey Earwood.
Vincent Antonio Padache.
Ashley Janice Eatman.
Arsenio Miguel Perez.
Ariana Bryn Ekman.
Celeste Marie Perez.
Kyra Dominique Edwards.
Dania Perez.
Lauren Tierra Errett.
Jacqueline Perez.
Emily Noel Eklund.
Marissa Victoria Perez.
Catherine Charbel Victoria Elias.
Serena Renee Perez.
Gregory David Elledge.
Ashley Victoria Person.
Savannah Marie Elledge.
Casey Ray Peterson.
Elijah Jordan Elliott.
Pamela Grace Peterson.
Jacob Stephen Enriquez.
Taylor Ann Peterson.
Leslie Alejandra Escalante.
Justine Taylor Petty.
Andrew Michael Escamilla.
Rolando Xavier Phelan.
Edgar Ivan Esparza.
Robert Fan.
Gus Alessandro Estebar.
Alexis Payakapong.
Carl Stephen Iso Evangelista.
Cecilia Dawn Philp.
Carrie Eveland.
Noah Michael Pierpoint.
Christopher Charles Ewens.
Brianne Ashley Pina.
Emily Grace Fajardo.
Ariana Pintor.
Tark Ziad Farha.
Ariam Elizabeth Pinuelas.
Diamond Azaria Shania Favors.
Jordan Louise Porter.
Adriana Taylor Fiducia.
Noah Michael Powers.
Bailey Ryan Figurate.
Catherine Rose Quesada.
Madison Paige Field.
David Richard Carell.
DeMarco Isaiah Fletcher.
Isaiah James Kimbow.
Xavier Benjamin Flores.
Skylar Ray Quigley.
Gavin Scott Follis.
Matthew Dean Quintana.
Tristan Patrick Foster.
Victoria Lee Quintos.
Brandon Cole Fowles.
Kyle Francis Ramelot.
Joel David Frank.
Daryl Roger Ramey.
Carissa Nicole Frasca.
Brittany Rianne Ramirez.
Jonah Gabriel Frazier.
Carlos Gabriel Ramirez.
Christopher Brian Frede.
Nicholas James Ramirez.
Sheridan Gaddison.
Anissa Ray Ramos.
Daisy Ghana.
George Miguel Ramos.
Santiago Garofalo.
Sabrina Lachelle Randall.
Jade Catherine Garcia.
Asia Raylene Rubroy.
Melissa Garcia.
Mariah Ashley Rubroy.
Brandon Garcia Munoz.
Vanessa Marie Radakovsky Carreras.
Daisy Garcia Osorio.
Mandy Catherine Leanne Reynolds.
Kayla Louise Gardner.
Ronald Henry Rhodes IV.
Stephen Christopher Garza.
Shannon Nicole Ricciardi.
Kenneth Anui Septepinra Gelmo.
Brody Scott Rickman.
Farhan Zaid Ghazali.
Monet Ariana Ricks.
Tracy Gibbons.
Stephanie Reese Cuba Rillion.
Kiera Latrice Ginwright.
Christian Oscar Rios.
Brianna Ashley Giovanetti.
Jose Manuel Rios Jr.
Kyle William Gerard.
Lucas Christopher Ritter.
Aaron Brian Angelis Geron.
Brandon Lewis Roberts.
Stephen Douglas Goddard.
Carew Roberts.
Daniel Jonathan Godina.
Emily Josephine Roberts.
Kenneth Spencer Godward.
Mariah Marie Robles.
Travis Gade Getch.
J. Demetrius Roddy.
Sydney Danielle Golden.
Brianna Alexis Rodriguez.
Isabel Simone Gomez.
Crystal Lee Rodriguez.
Marina Yvonne Gomez.
Hector M. Rodriguez.
Zoe Alondra Goncier.
Jessica Nicole Rodriguez.
Andrew Otero Gonzalez.
Jesus Marcel Rodriguez.
Danny Nathaniel Misa Gonzalez III.
Sarah Renee Rodriguez.
Andrew Gonzalez.
Isabel Rodriguez Gonzalez.
Juan Ignacio Gonzalez.
Emily Nicole Roffers.
Juan Carlos Gonzalez Jr.
Trevor Rogers.
Justin Jose Gonzalez.
Zach Rogers.
Matthew Gonzalez.
Isaac Jordan Romero.
Sarah Elizabeth Gonzalez.
Rebecca Marie Romero.
Malik Kevin Grant.
Richard Anthony Romero.
Rashad Grant.
Mark Lawrence Rose.
Kelly Brianne Greeny.
Sydney Avon Rosenquist.
Kylie Hunter Greenway.
Samuel Alexander Ryan.
Caitlin Elizabeth Gregory.
Tatiana Sappho.
Jordan Ashley Griggs.
Brooke Christine Sane.
Lane Walker Gramad.
Jalen Glenn Salas.
Katie Ellen Grove.
Sadri Inez Salas Fierro.
Michael David Groves.
Christopher Salazar.
Sean Patrick Groves.
Nathan Salvatierra Blas.
Angelique Victoria Guerrero.
Victor Manuel Samano III.
Cooper James Gumbleton.
Cassandra San Miguel.
Sukrup Singh.
Andrew Sanchez.
Natalie Ann Guthrie.
Austin Sanchez.
Andrea Gutierrez.
Emily Megan Sanchez.
Boshane R. Gutierrez.
Evan Michael Sanchez.
Jennifer Gutierrez.
Jasmine Sanchez.
Luis Anthony Gutierrez.
Javier Sandate.
Jose Guzman.
David Stephen Sandoval.
Kylie Desiree Habik.
Eva Alisa Sandoval.
Anthony Ralph Hadsall.
Emily Edette Santiago.
Madison Ellen Haynes.
Chad Curtis Satter.
Rachel Hales.
Denise Salcedo.
Ryan Terrence Hollim.
Nicholas Brandon Savastano.
David Hamilton Jr.
Travis William Schenk.
Angel Rose Harp.
Alyssa Rose Shinharl.
Brooke Nicole Harrison.
Jennifer Ann Schmidt.
Lauren Ashley Hassan.
Jillian Adair Scott.
Tamara Jasmine Haynes.
Dalton Seckinger.
Mackenzie Marie Hennessy.
Aaron Michael Sainert.
Andrew Anthony Hernandez.
Yuri Nikolai Seitz.
Eric Daniel Hernandez.
Jamie Lynn Sersel.
Jessica Renee Hernandez.
Dustin Nicholas Shaw.
Leslie Hernandez.
Jenna Brianne Shea.
Mina Victoria Hernandez.
Vishal Shailat.
Chase Marie Herrera.
Danae Rayanne Sherritt.
Grant Higgins.
Cindy Aileen Silva.
Stephanie Ann Hilado.
Miles Colin Smith.
Tyler James Hill.
Ronald Kyle Smith.
Kelly Moira Heinrichs.
Vaughn Smith.
Avery Edward Julberg.
Anna Crystal Solace.
Joshua Ian Hobbs.
Job Allen Solis.
Katie Brooke Hodges.
Anna Julia Soria.
Benjamin Allen Hoffert.
Vanessa De Jesus Soria.
Morgan Marie Holcomb.
Annalise Christine Sowers.
Dalen Anthony Holland.
Joseph Paul Spickelmeyer.
Zanincia Hollingsworth.
Alicia Marie Stagg.
Gavin Hong.
Shaylee Marie Stark.
Christopher Thomas Hooks.
Caitlin Mary Statham.
Sidney Hornbuckle Jr.
Tanner Michael Steinmuller.
Raymond Shue.
Jacob Bradley Stenberg Magnus.
Austin Patrick Hudson.
Adriana Nicole Stockton.
Jacqueline Taylor Hunter.
Emily Meredith Stoddard.
Bruno Garcia Hurtado.
Brendan Scott Stoffel.
Hannah Manu Oeo Hoosier.
Claire Lemoyne Stufkoski.
Summer Nicole Husher.
Carlo Stefano Sawayan.
Anthony Hun.
Marco Sawayan.
Barrett Kent Isaac.
Travis Blair Sullivan.
Manuel Adrian Isiordia.
Victoria Sophia Sotalo.
Kristen Victoria Isles.
Masarisha Makonnen Tedesi.
Nicole Adiola Etam.
Isaac Jared Elijah Tate.
D'Angelo Jabito.
Madison Riley Taylor.
Deshaun Lamont Jackson.
Randall James Taylor.
Elijah Jackson.
Zachary Thomas Quick.
Leanna Corinne Jacobs.
Austin Carl Thompson.
Madison Taylor Jacobs.
Sean Mitchell Thornton.
Adam Jonathan Jambritz.
Jade Monet Tiggle Lockhart.
Jaron Eugene James.
Brooke Kaylin Tolson.
Nathan Andrew Jameson.
Marcus Anton Tomasian.
Jade Jared.
Kyle Andrew Tops.
Jamie Marie Jared.
Jaylyn Nicole Torres.
Dominique Lorraine Jenkins.
Kyle Lon Tran.
Madison Nicole Jensen.
Pablo R. Trevino Jr.
Daniel Anthony Jers.
Alexis Lynn Troxel.
Myra Liliana Jimenez.
Joshua Allen Troop.
Yareli Elizabeth Jimenez.
Ashley Sow.
Alana Mae Johnson.
Jerron Julian Tomewu.
Elijah Faye Johnson.
Darian Uyoa.
Annalisa Marie Johnson.
Stephanie Rose Urenia.
Daniel Noah Johnson.
Aaron Michael Urkazu.
Hannah Nicole Johnson.
Jared Valadez.
Leilani Janelle Johnson.
Daniel Lee Valenzuela.
Matthew Roan Johnson.
Adam Jacob Valle.
Montel James Johnson.
Daniela Valle.
Trayshawn Reggie Johnson.
Samantha Michelle Vandewitty.
Ryan Jacob Joes.
Stephen Ariel Vargas Montoya.
Bryant Jamal Jones.
Jacob Vasquez.
Elizabeth Danielle Jones.
Samantha Isabel Vasquez.
Hunter Gilbert Jones.
Victoria Lynn Vasquez.
Joshua James Asuncion Jorge.
Noel Lachelle Vegas.
Joseph Luis Jurado.
Alyssa Brianna Venegas.
Sean Endo Kane.
Sarah Rochelle Vera.
Svetlana Kalanina.
Chanel Asuncion Versosa.
Logan Robert Koneski.
Carissa Lynn Vick.
David Kang.
Andrew Joseph Vilas.
Anika Lakshmi Karoti.
Armando Byron Vilches.
Hannah Michelle Kelly.
Cassandra Josephine Valenzuela Villa.
Xavier Duvall Kelly.
Lorena Macias Villalobos.
Somia Ramadagu Karamane.
Seth Daniel Villanueva.
Emily Jean Kettering.
Nicholas Scott Vista.
Eric Eugene Kim.
Samantha Elizabeth Vaden.
Mindy Kim.
Robert Justin Voss.
Brianna Janae King.
Sonali Wadwa.
Aaron Page Kirkpatrick.
Christopher James William Walker.
Wilbert M. Newton.
Victoria Taylor Wall.
Tyler James Kolb.
Jason Elijah Warren.
Michael Kolonix IV.
Isaiah Gerard Warren Edwards.
Karen Kong.
Jillian Leonarda Washington.
Timothy Koo.
Jawan Milo Washington.
Capri Chanel Kozakowski.
Dallas Melissa Wayne.
Allison Marie Crone.
Savannah Madison Wayne.
Heather Ashley Kuplast.
Cedric Weaver Jr.
Jeffrey Martin Kurtz.
Cody Preston Weaver. Leana Jovita Weaver. Gabrielle Leilani Webb. Kennedy Lauren Webb. Brendan Whitloch. Julia June Wilkin. Ashley Renee Williams. Cheyenne Willis. Julia Victoria Carey Wilson. Anthony Christian Wamenta. Autumn Sharon Winters. Brett James Wolf. Justin Wayne Wolf. Drew Ray Wolpert. Benny Sue Wu. Matthew Yang. Jakay Reyna Yarborough. Leanne Diane Yu. Kevin Sangho Yu. Bailey Kendall Young. Casey Michael Young. Christopher Michael Young. William Yu. Zeneb Zafar. Daniel Ruben Zamora. Zaida Patricia Zamora. Haley Renee Zastro. Anthony Reyes Zavala. Marcos Nefi Zavaleta. Mason Zhu. Ray Chang Zhu. Hannah Lee Zierzo. Lauren Nicole Zeiderveld. Krista Louise Suzanne Zwart.
All right. Class of 2015. Should we do it? Never done this. One time. Had to do it one time. Once again, let's have the members of the King Chamber Choir come forward to lead the graduates in the singing of the alma mater for the final time as students of Martin Luther King High School. Graduates, please stand and remain standing after the completion of the alma mater. graduates, at this time, would you please move your tassels from the right side to the left side? Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to present to you the latest group of alumni from Martin Luther King High School, the graduated class of 2015.